Hello, YouTube. I am on here to talk about a sober mind, where a sober mind comes from. Okay, that's what I'm here to share. Now, we live in a world today where people's minds are intoxicated. I'm talking about intoxicated with worry, stress, anxiety. We live in a world today where people's minds are intoxicated. Okay, with worry and stress and anxiety. People have an intoxicated mindset today. Their mind is intoxicated with worry, complaining. And I'm going to share about a sober mind. A sober mind comes from a relationship with Jesus Christ. The Bible says in 1 Peter 5, Amplified, be sober minded, be sober, vigilant, and balanced, and self disciplined. Be alert, because at all times that the enemy of you, any of an enemy, the enemy of yours, the devil, is prowling around like a roaring lion, furnished, hungry, seeking someone to devour. But resist him and stand firm in the faith and against his attacks, rooted and established and proven, knowing that the same is suffering that your brothers face, that you will not suffer alone. So what happened is the devil is going around like a roaring lion. He's looking for someone he can devour in the mind. And a lot of people are worried, stressed out, carrying all this stuff. When your mind is intoxicated with worry, then the devil can move into your mindset and give you a intoxicated mindset. Sober thinking comes Sober thinking comes when you give your problems over to Jesus Christ. When you give all your cares and all your anxieties over to Christ, that's sober thinking. But a intoxicated mindset is when you carry stress, worry, anxiety. That's an intoxicated mindset. When you keep talking about your problems, keep complaining, that's how the devil can come in and tie your mind up. That's intoxicated thinking. That's not sober thinking. He says in Peter 5 and 7, verse 8, cast all your cares. Amplified, he deeply affectionate. The Amplified Bible, deeply affectionate. Okay, let me see. Peter 5 and 7, the Amplified Bible, deeply affectionate. Okay, here we go. Yeah, when you're walking around with care and that's intoxicated thinking. That's not sober thinking. Sober thinking comes from a relationship with Christ. It says right here in Peter 5 and 7, verse 8, cast all of your cast all of your cares, all of your anxieties, all of your worries, all of your concerns, all on him. For he cares about you with a deep affection and watching over you very carefully. So that's where a sober mind comes from. A sober mind comes from when you give all those problems over to Christ. But when you're carrying around worry, stress, anxiety, that's an intoxicated mindset. And all the cigarettes in the world ain't gonna help you with no stress. That's not gonna help. It's still gonna be there. Casting all of your cares, all of your anxieties, all of your worries, all of your concerns, all on him. For he cares for you. He cares about you with deep affection, watching over you carefully. He cares about you. But people are carrying around intoxicated mindsets, worry, anxiety. That's how the devil can mess with your mind. That's how the devil can get in your mindset, because you don't got sober thinking. You don't have sober thinking when you worried and complaining. That's not sober thinking. And the devil is looking for someone he can devour. The devil can devour people with intoxicated mindsets. Worry, that's an intoxicated mindset. Complaining, cussing folks out. The world is full of intoxicated mindset. Worry, complaining, all that. And that's why people's minds are so messed up. And the devil is going around looking for someone he can devour. The devil can devour you in your mindset if your mind is tied up with stress and worry. When Jesus says to give it over to him, he says, cast all of your anxieties, all of your worries, all of your concerns, for all on him, for he cares about you with a deep affection, watching over you very carefully. Now that's sober-mindedness. A sober mind comes from a relationship with Jesus Christ. So when you give your anxieties and your problems over to Christ and you put faith in Jesus Christ, that's where a sober mind comes from. But when you don't do that and you walk around with stress and worry and complaining, that's an open door for the devil. The devil can come and devour you in your mindset because you carry stress and worry. It says the devil is going around like a roaring lion. The devil is looking for someone he can devour. The devil can devour people who are carrying stress and worry. That's what the devil is doing. It says right here, it says, be alert, be of a sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion. He's looking for someone to devour. The devil can devour people who are carrying stress and worry and complaining. That's who the devil can devour. He can devour you in your mind. He can rob you in your mind if you carry in stress and worry and anxiety. Jesus says, cast all your cares on him. Give all your concerns and worries over to him, for he cares about you with a deep affection, watching over you. So you got people who are, the devil is, he's robbing them right up here every day. He's robbing them right up here in their mindset. They're being robbed up here because they're carrying stress, worry, anxiety. The devil is going around. He's looking for someone he can devour. The devil can devour people who are tied up in their mind, where their minds are tied up with worry, complaining, cussing folks out. The devil can devour people who are carrying stress and worry. When Jesus said to give that over to him, to lay it in his hands, to put it in his hands. So, a sober mindset comes from when you have a relationship with Christ, but it comes too when you give your problems over to Christ. When you cast all of your anxieties, it says right here, cast all of your anxieties, all of your anxieties, all of your worries, all of your concerns on him, for he cares about you with a deep affection. He will watch over you. When you give your problems over to Jesus Christ and stand firm in the faith, you're going to have sober thinking. But when you don't want to give your problems over to Jesus Christ, then your mindset is open for the devil to come in and he can devour you. The devil can devour people who are carrying stress and worry. You keep saying, no worries, no worries. He can devour your thinking. But when you give those problems over to Jesus Christ, that's sober thinking. Sober thinking comes from Christ. When you give the problems over to Jesus Christ, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing, though. But be alert. Be of a sober mind. Sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. He can devour people who are not alert. Their mind is not alert. If you're getting high, you're not alert. You're not alert. You're not alert. And the devil can come in and he can devour people because they're not alert. But when you give your problems over to Jesus Christ, you can be alert. That's Peter 5:7, verse 8. When you cast all your cares on Jesus, you can be alert. Peace out.